today's video is going to be a Weylie inspired makeup tutorial. I'm using all cruelty-free brands, including the brushes and everything like that. I'm going to try to use a lot of Elf products as much as I can because this is a Elf and Weylie collaboration. All the products I'm going to be using are cruelty-free because if you know Weylie, you know that she supports cruelty-free brands. She's all about the cruelty-free makeup, which is really awesome. So her lashes are cruelty-free. They're only $4 a pair. They're really light. I can't feel them on my eyelashes at all. They don't like come down into my eye vision either, which is nice. They're not too crazy, so I can wear them out without feeling too uncomfortable, and I actually wouldn't mind wearing these every single day. I wish I would have ordered more, but hopefully they go back in stock soon, so I will be ordering some more if that does happen. But overall, I'm really happy with the eyelashes. Hopefully I can take care of them and they'll last a really long time. So today's eyeshadow look and the rest of the face is actually all inspired by Weylie with cruelty-free products. So if you guys are interested in the look that I did today, just keep watching. This is the eye look that we're going today, and to start off, we're going to start with our eyebrows. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by outlining my eyebrows with this NYX concealer in CJ04 Beige. What this does is that I have a lot of brow hairs that are growing in because, as you can tell, my eyebrow is kind of sparse in places. So I'm just using this to cover the growing in hairs, and then I'm also helping it define my eyebrows a little bit. Blend it out with a little brush like this. So I'm going to be filling my eyebrows in with this Elf eyebrow pencil. It's in like the color chocolate, I think, and the name's rubbed off, but it's only $2 and it works pretty well. So I'm just going to outline my brow. I'm not going to try to arch it too much because Weylie typically keeps her eyebrows pretty straight, but I mean I can only do so much if my eyebrow naturally goes like that. So we're just going to try to keep it as straight as we can. Okay, so for powder, I'm going to be taking the NYX Eyebrow Kit. This is in medium. I'm just going to take the powder and go into the front of my eyebrow and just fill in the rest of it very lightly. And I'm using this Luxie brush. I don't know if this is cruelty-free, but I've seen Weylie use some Luxie brushes, so I'm just going to assume that they are. So I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. Again, I'm going to try to keep it pretty straight. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using this Milani eyeshadow primer. Milani is also a cruelty-free brand. Okay, and to set the eyeshadow, I'm just going to take the white chocolate shade in the Chocolate palette and just set that primer. So TooFaced is one of Weylie's favorite brands, so I decided to use the Chocolate palette in my tutorial today, and she typically doesn't go too crazy with eyeshadow, so I'm just going to go very simple today. Starting off, I'm going to take this Elf eyeshadow brush. It's the $1 line. I'm going to go into Marzipan, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. Next, I'm just going to take salted caramel and milk chocolate, mix those together, and then I'm just going to blend that shade out, and just to add a little bit of depth to my eye look. And next, I'm going to be taking this Luxie brush. This is the 205 Taper Blending, and I'm going to go in with Semi Sweet. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of my eye. And again, don't go super crazy. She keeps her eye looks pretty simple for the most part. Okay, so that's it for eyeshadow. Next, we're going to go in with a liquid liner. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It ink liner. I'm just going to do a really small wing on my upper lash line. And then we're just going to do a small wing. Okay, so we're just going to do a simple wing like that. I'm not going to go crazy because Weylie doesn't typically do like a crazy ass wing. And then next we're actually going to go in with her lashes. Okay, so these are Weylie's Elf collaboration lashes. I'm actually going to use the glue that came with the set. I suck at putting on eyelashes in general, so sorry if I don't catch this pretty well on camera, but we're just going to do our best. Okay, so these eyelashes are a little bit too long for my eyes, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit off the end. Not too much, that's perfect amount. Again, I'm going in with the Elf Luxe Lash Kit Blue, and I'm just going to apply that to the eyelashes. Typically, people prime their eyelashes by curling them and then prime it with a little layer of mascara. I suck at putting on eyelashes. So I typically don't like to do that because I can't see where like the tips of my eyelashes are. So I curl my eyelashes after and I just put the false eyelashes on because it makes it easier for me. Okay, so now that the lashes are dry, this is when I like to go in with my eyelash curler and blend my lashes together. Just lightly press so you don't rip off your eyelashes. Okay, and then so to blend them together, I'm just going to put a little bit of the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara just at the base of both of the lashes. Okay, so before we finish off the eyes, we're going to start with the face. I'm using the Elf Tone Adjusting Face Primer in Lavender. This is the Brightening one. I'm just going to take about a pump and a half and I'm going to apply that all over the face. I think this primer is okay. It's not my favorite. I'm typically a really oily person, so it feels kind of slippery. And then it also doesn't really do much for my pores. I have a lot of pores in this area that it doesn't really help fill in, but overall it's a decent primer that I don't mind using on a daily basis. For our foundation today, we're going to be using the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is the only cruelty-free face foundation that I have, so we're just going to go in with that with our Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I have a big head, so it takes about 2 pumps for me to get my whole face, so we're just going to dot that all over the skin. This is something that I would wear every single day if I wore makeup every single day. I like the smell of it. It smells like citrus, which is one of my favorite scents. So we're just going to put that down our neck too and just all over the rest of our face. This is in the color medium. So we're going to take our Real Techniques sponge and we're just going to blend in this foundation. For a CC cream, this is probably the most coverage that you're going to get out of one. The color matches me decent enough. I mean, there's not really that many shades, but I really like it. And it also... I lost my train of thought. It's also SPF 50, which is really nice. And like, look at this coverage. It's not full coverage, but it's pretty damn good. And we're going to go in with the concealer anyways, so we're just going to blend it all in. So that's what the foundation looks like by itself. It's pretty nice, but as you can tell, I still have a lot of problem areas on my face and my under eye circles are absolutely freaking ridiculous. And so for my acne spots on my face, I'm going to be using the Elf Maximum Coverage Concealer, the oil-free concealer, and this is in beige. And then for my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer and Corrector in medium 24. So now we're going to take our sponge again and we're just going to blend in that concealer. And so now to set all my concealer, I'm going to be taking the RCMA No Color Powder. This is also a cruelty-free brand. Take a little bit on the sponge and we're just going to go in underneath our eyes. I'm not really going to bake under my under eyes. I'm just going to set it really well with this powder just because I typically don't crease that much underneath my eyes. But for the rest of the face, I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques powder brush with the Physicians Formula Talc-Free Minimal Wear Powder in Buff Beige. I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Physicians Formula is another cruelty-free brand, and I really like this powder because it's so like finely milled, or it's so thin, like I feel like it really helps control my oil. So I'm just going to apply that everywhere. And then I'm going to go back in with the RCMA No Color Powder and bake my smile lines and in between my eyebrows. If y'all wonder why I make this face like this, I learned that from Carly Bible. No matter what I would do to set my smile lines, it would always crease like no matter what powder I used, it really didn't matter. But as soon as I saw her video, she was setting her smile lines with that little puff face, and it helped a lot. That's the only technique that I found that will help my smile lines from not creasing. Now that we look crazy and while that's finished baking, we're just going to finish up on the lower lash line. So I'm going to go back in with the chocolate palette. I'm going to take this Elf eyeliner brush and I'm going to take Semi-Sweet and I'm going to put that underneath the lash line. I'm just going to take this eyeliner brush from Beige Cosmetics and I'm going to go in with Champagne Truffle. Weylie does this a lot in her videos where she does a really sparkly inner corner, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to take that Champagne Truffle color and just go into our tear duct. Yeah, I'm also going to take the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara and apply that to my lower lashes as well, just because the brush is a lot smaller, so it's easier to get into those little lashes. Go in with my powder brush again. I'm just going to brush away all of that baking. Next is bronzer and contouring. I'm not going to go super crazy with my contour today because if you ever watch Weylie's videos, she always talks about how she doesn't even try to contour anymore because, you know, Asian faces are really flat, so it really doesn't do much. So I'm just going to go in with this Wet n Wild Tiki 2 Brazil bronzer. It's a really light bronzer for me, but this is the only cruelty-free one that I had. And we're just going to go around the outside of our face. Oh, and I used the Elf complexion brush for that as well. And since this is a Weylie and Elf collaboration video, I'm going to go in with the Elf contour palette and take that darkest shade just to do a little bit of light contouring. So I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to lightly dab it on my cheekbones. Very lightly. And on the sides of my face a little bit. And I'm just going to take it on my jawline. My camera cut off, so I don't know how much I saw, but I just blended everything out with my complexion brush again. So yeah, we're not going too crazy with the contour today. Weylie keeps it pretty natural. For blush, we're going to go in with the Milani Luminoso blush. I'm just going to apply a little bit to my cheeks. I typically don't like a lot of blush, but I feel like this is like a Weylie color. Do y'all think so? I think it's like a Weylie color. Blush out with my powder brush. I'm going to do a light highlight. I'm going to take the highlight shade in the contour palette. I'm just going to lightly go on my top of my cheeks. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. It's very natural. I've never actually used this highlight before, but I mean, there's a first time for everything. And then always I blend everything out. I don't like to highlight the bridge of my nose because I think my nose is big and I also get really oily, so I don't like doing that. And I typically highlight a little bit on top of my cheeks. I mean, I don't really think it does anything for me, but there you go. Okay, and so to prepare our lips, I'm just going to take the Elf Lip Scrub in Mint. I absolutely love this thing. It tastes freaking awesome. I mean, I don't recommend eating it, but I mean, you can taste a little bit of it. Just gonna apply that to my lips. I really like this. Is like the best lip exfoliator ever. Okay, so after you wipe off that lip scrub, we're just gonna go in with some chapstick. So these are all the cruelty-free lip products I have. They're all pretty much the same color. I think I'm just gonna go in with these two today. So first I'm gonna go with the NYX Liquid Suede in Soft Spoken, and then over top of it I'm gonna take the NYX Lip Lingerie in Push Up. Actually, I think I'm gonna go on top with the NYX Lip Lingerie in Ruffle Trim instead. Okay, so that's it for my Weylie inspired makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are thinking about ordering the lashes, I think they're out of stock right now, but keep checking Elf's website to see if they're going to be restocked soon. Okay, so if you guys like my Weylie inspired tutorial, just give it a big thumbs up and let me know how you think I did. Does this look like something Weylie would wear? If you guys like my videos, just hit subscribe down below. I really do appreciate it. There are going to be some more videos coming soon.